came back for another round, and we finally finished this ordeal. No more watchers in water. The watchers have been dealt with. Now then, where am I? Oh yeah, further down. Is it up here? Yes. Hello. I wish to pass through this portcullis. Okay, but you be careful. Green Goblin's not like messing with. Most assuredly, I'm sure. Thank you. Now, the grand last main thing we need up here. So, also here's the question. Obviously, the goblins are a pain in the neck. Do we want to, quote-unquote, deal with them after we're done getting the soup? I mean, at least the green goblin up here will give me the soup. The gray goblins have nothing but pain, though. And both sides are actually holding a treasure hoard up somewhere in their protected areas. They both have "Do not enter, keep out" signs in their parts of the dungeon. So obviously, I know where their loot is. Do we want to deal with them? Do we want to take their loot? Because apparently they have good gear in there or something. Not sure what it is, but it is important stuff that we have been told in multiple sources that I've looked at that we should try and find out what they got. An upset goblin. Oh wait, never mind. Mellow goblin named Venrix. Actually, really quick here, I'm gonna open this up and pause the game. I believe actually this is in my shortcuts. Yes, I've been shortcutting stuff for me to come back to. For this game in particular, because there's a lot of things to look around for. Oh. Pause that. Friendly, most of them. Things must do. Make sure to pick up the strong thread in her cave. You'll need the thread later, and it's very hard to win the game without it. Pick up the bag. You need the room bag. Stone key. Talk to Lanugo, the Green Goblin, and receive his recipe for rotworm stew. Okay, so I think that last one I just looked at, it was Lanugo, and I need to talk to him about his stew. Things you should do. Talk to Breguet. He will show you the way to the outcasts. Talk to Hagbard. He is the leader of the outcasts. Talk to Vernix, the Green Goblin King, but be more than polite. In fact, if you must, be slimy, or he'll cancel his audience immediately. He knows a lot about the Stygian Abyss and its inhabitants. Vernix will give you the first hint about Sir Cadber's 8 talismans. Visit the Shrine of the Ankh, and there's a magic healing fountain. I covered most of those. So, we also need to talk to Venrix a bit. So actually, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with leaving the Green Goblins alone, but the Grey Goblins are just a pestilence on this level, it seems. They're constantly picking fights with the Greens, and this, that, and the next thing, so yeah. Things you can do. Solve the lever puzzle, just did that. Speak to Jakhar, the Grey Goblin. He'll tell you something about the dangerous privy of the Grey. He'll tell you something about the dangerous privy of the Grey Goblins. The knowledge about this laboratory could open the alternate way to the next level. Defeat the skeleton south of Nurse's final resting place. Did that. So talk to Jakhar. The Grey Goblins have one thing to do, which is give us an alternate entryway to the second level. So, alright. Before we do anything with these goblins. Boom. Save game. Hi. Which one are you? Ah. Rotworm boy. Hello. That be not born da boss, eh? Why dost thou not ask him just thyself? Yeah, well, I couldn't do that, but the boss doing like the be born with like the practical stuff. His mind is on higher things. Thy advice is well taken. Perhaps I should give thee a small gift for thy show my appreciation. Don't see no gift. Ah, here's a gift for thee. I'm afraid thou misunderstood me. Stew? Yes, your stew. What kind of stew? Me mother used to make it. Makes the rotworm, chops it up fine, and marinates it in pot with mushrooms. Here, 'tis written down on this. I thank thee kindly. Oh, here, out of the bag. I thank thee kindly. There we go. We got the stew. Let's put in the food bag since it's for food. Ah, he's still here. Good. Gotta talk to him really quick. Yo. Yes? All hail the most mighty and prestigious ruler of the great and noble race of the Green Goblins. Be more than slimy.
Fair greetings to thee. For what reason hast thou intruded on our court?
I've quested long to drink from the fountain of thy wisdom, O Pearl among kings. Laying it on thick.
True, I am wise, rather wise. Come to think of it, what dost thou wish to know?
What are these talismans of which I hear? Oh, shoot. I do most humbly carve thy pardon. I merely partake in some small matter of thy vast knowledge. How came you by that gorgeous cloak? Small talk first, and then we get to go to where we want to go.
It does suit me, doesn't it? I had to make it especially for me. One simply does not find work like this underground. Well, perhaps the mountain folk do make a few nice things, but they tend towards metals rather than clothes. And of course, the seers, the ancient illuminated seers of the Moonstone, they call themselves. They do nice work too.
More?
But they generally tend more towards the literary than the
sartorial arts? And this hall, it is most beautiful. Keep them talking.
Well, one does what one can, of course. Those awful great goblins took all of the really nice things within them when they stole away in the night. This was just after Sir Gabrus died. You know, when things were falling apart, and we've had to make do since then.
If we keep milking him, he keeps blathering on about things we want to know about. I get it.
Things have fallen apart, and we had to make do since then. One of these days, I'm going to get some poison to catch all for his ugly wife, which amounts to the same thing. He's terribly henpecked, you know. And then we'll see what's what. King of the Grey Goblins, indeed. That's why he's an upstart. His father was a horse thief. But enough of this. You wanted to know something? What can I help you?
'Tis very kind of thee to take time to help me, your majesty.
Oh, mention it not. It is so seldom that I get a chance to speak to a really intelligent person. I mean, our allies. Listen, men are nice enough, but the poor fellows can't speak a word of the common tongue. They understand it well enough, but the poor things don't have the mouth to speak it. And the language is so difficult. I know Seth and click mean yes, no, but I don't know. Which is which? Then there are the Knights of the Crux and Sarah. They can talk very well enough, but they never say never say is how many trolls they've killed. A frightful bore, even if it does help keep the pest population down. Both kinds of pests, knights and trolls, you know.
It must be a trial even for one as noble as that yourself.
Oh, indeed it is. Sometimes I wonder how I even manage. It wasn't always like this, you know. When Sir Carabas was alive, things were ever so much better. He had all of us working together so well. A born leader was that man. When he founded his colony, you could have made a wager anywhere in Britannia that would work. But he made it so. I think one of those bastard Greys must have done him in. There were certain items, too. Well, I suppose it would be of no harm to tell thee, Sir Carabas collected 8 great talismans, each embodying a certain virtue. He was a great one for virtue, was our Carabas, and it was well known that he intended them to come to the leaders of the various groups here in the Abyss. Well, we never saw them. If they still exist, they must be lost. But I must be boring thee.
I could listen forever, your majesty, but I've taken enough of thy time.
Well, bless you, you're such a charming conversationalist. Please do visit again.
So much out of that blabbering green mouth. Alright. We've got the soup. We got some more information. We know there's lizard folk and people fighting trolls and trolls down below. There's a lot to worry about on the second floor, apparently. Oop, pardon. Make my way around you if I could. Thank you. And thank you again for opening the door once more. So I got a whole bunch of stuff done. So I think we will call it here then for today. So thank you all very much again for joining me on some more Ultima Underworld. Thank you, Vixie, for joining me in the chat and your little emotes to the ongoings and little quips. Additional informationals. And thank you everyone that's been viewing and upvoting the show on YouTube. Keep up the good work. Also, if you want to make comments on anything you think we should be working on, let me know down below. And if you're watching and if you want to actually catch these shows live, actually, you can come watch it on Twitch and follow, or subscribe to the channel on Twitch as well. And if you also want to help out more on the YouTube, you can also subscribe to either my Patreon for monthly donations, or also donate to Streamlabs, then there'll be a one-time donation. The links, as usual, are always down below. So thank you all very much, and I will see you all next week for some more Ultima Underworld. See you all then.